The beekeeping season is currently underway, with millions of bees working hard to produce that all-important honey. Studies suggest that commonly used pesticides are damaging honeybees' brains. European foul broods are a serious bacterial disease of honeybee brood, and in the past decade, the infection has been increasing in the UK.
This is a diagnostics lab, so part of my work involves testing honeybee diseases or testing samples sent in to us. So usually the diagnostics are done out in the field by the inspection teams, but sometimes they send them in here for confirmation. So this here is a comb that's been sent in to me, which is this one's actually called American foul brood. Which is a statutory notifiable disease. Normally you'd see with a healthy colony you'd have a nice even brood pattern, but with this you get a pepper pot pattern where the larvae die, and you can see here it's an uneven brood pattern. They're both naturally occurring diseases within colonies. That you have European foul brood and American foul brood. We have somewhere about 700 to 800 cases of European foul brood a year, and maybe 30 or 40 of American foul brood. And the key thing, I think, is education of beekeepers, making sure they know how to spot the disease.
The team used special technology to assess the potential effects of plant protection products on the foraging behaviour and mortality of worker bees. Selwyn, talk us through the FRID process, because you've got some tiny little tags in that petri dish, haven't you? So what happens with those?
They're very, very small. About 1.5 millimetres by about 1.5 millimetres. Each one of these tags has a unique identification code on it. So what we're able to do is we can tag a number of bees and use them for flight experiments.
How difficult is it to actually get these tiny tags?
There are two ways of doing it. You pop the bee into there, and then while she's sort of very, very gently contained in there, you stick the tag on there. We use this to try and see if we put these out on fields where we treated a field with pesticide, for example, and we see if there's any difference between treated fields and untreated fields. And what we're looking for, it might be do more bees on the treated field go out and not come back again, which means they've died, or we can measure the time that they were out to do their foraging.
The site down at FERA has around 40 colonies and 70 mater nukes. So how important are bees then for us humans? Obviously they produce honey, but have they got any other benefits for us, really?
They're massively important as pollinators, both of agricultural crops and wild flowers, wild plants and flowers. They're worth millions of pounds of revenue and income sort of through pollinating important crops. So
as a beekeeper then, what is your sort of daily routine? What is your job when you come down here to the area?
I'll go through the hive, so lift the roof off, and then go. These are the honey supers here.
Okay. There's quite a lot of bees around at the moment as it is.
This is where the bees store the honey. In here.
Oh, how much honey on average do you think can one hive actually produce?
A good hive you can get at least 100 kilos off in a year, so it's quite a lot. But this is a queen excluder on the top, so the queen stays in the bottom two boxes here, so she's too fat to fit through this gap.
Right.
So all the brood, all the baby bees are in the bottom. So okay. We'll have a look now and see if we can find the queen.
Okay, so what does the queen actually do then? What is the role of the queen?
She lays eggs. She's an egg-laying machine.
Okay.
That's the bees feed her. She doesn't even eat herself. The bees just come up to her and give her food.
With the ongoing tests to find preventions on keeping the UK's bees safe, the future is looking sweeter for the insects. Rebecca Quarmby, That's TV.